At the moment, no one, and I have not met anybody who thinks that we are safe as things are. Everybody is crying for safety. Because at Ujui, no one seems to know when and how you will be treated, especially by our officers, police force, that is supposed to ensure my safety or your safety or his safety. Police are even more feared than criminals at the moment. That is disturbing. I'm very worried myself because I haven't witnessed a situation like the one I hear is prevalent in this country. I was there during Jomo Kenyatta's regime. I served Jomo Kenyatta's regime. Moi's regime came in. Kibaki's regime came in also, and Uhuru's. But the current regime worries me because it doesn't seem to value the safety and security of every Kenyan in this country. We hear policemen, we hear that you are never safe and assured of your safety in a police custody. You cannot walk anywhere you want at any time because of your worry of security, of your safety and security. You see, this is worrying. Protests or demonstrations is a threat. They have become a threat of stability in this country. Not that the demonstrators want to destroy the country. I'm not convinced they are out to destroy this country. They just want to be heard. The young people of this country, the businessmen, the ordinary person, small trader, all he wants, he or she wants, is to be assured of safety. Now the whole public is uneasy about what is going on. We have heard and witnessed several deaths in places where everyone would have thought is safe. In police stations, police custody. Because in the old days, if somebody was in trouble, he ran to a policeman for protection. Today, when you see a policeman, you run away. You run away. Why? Because of what we hear. See? Rapes, murders, all over. You see? What is going on? And I wouldn't be ashamed to ask my president today what is not going on. What is going on in this country under your regime, under your regime? What will Kenyans remember you for? Will Kenyans remember you for an unstable country or a stable country? Your Excellency, please, and I'll call upon you, tafadhali, sir. Tafuta kiboko, urudishe nchi hii mahali ilikuwa mbeleni. Hatukuwa na mambo kama ile inafanyika in this country. Is it because you don't have people who can do it. We have people who can do the job properly. Ile shida yote tuko nayo Kenya hii yote, hakuna mtu mwingine ameibeba, atabeba blame kwa mbega. Is the president himself. He is the one we elected. Na kuwa elected with a lot of popularity and with a lot of hope that nchi itakuwa salama for everybody to do his business and run his errands. This is not happening. Is it because you have wrong people around you? Is it because people have come to discover that you have no rungu, no kiboko? Bana, uko naye, Your Excellency. Tafadhali fanya kitu. Fanya kitu. And give every Kenyan hope of tomorrow. Yeah.
According to you, what is wrong with our security system, our police? Is it that we have politicized the system, or we just have a rogue police in the system? Because we also heard some people claiming that the current police system, it is divided, that we have people receiving orders from some members of the opposition they were claiming that some police were sent to kill so that they taint the name of the government. What do you think about that? What is wrong with the system, security system?
I don't believe that anybody, or especially opposition, is colluding with criminals to cause hatred in the country so that the government can be blamed for it. How many agencies have we got in this country to keep this country safe? Several of them. We have the police force, we have intelligence services, and we have even Jeshi. Because Jeshi is also involved in the protection of this country and ensuring the country is stable. If they come across a threat of the country, which they think is not military, they must sit together with the police, which is a civil security service. You see, to look after internal security. The Jeshi is not only there for external. If they get a threat which they think is going to destabilize this country, they work together with the civil one, which is the police force. What our intelligence services doing? NIG, in charge of the police force, what are they doing themselves? If they cannot do the job, they quit and get out. And perhaps we may have to get some people who care for the security and stability of this country. You see? At the moment, some of the officers we have do not care. You see? I was given an order from there is an illegal order is there to be disobeyed. Because I cannot tell you go and kill so and so. And you know very well, killing is an offense. And you go ahead and say, I was told by so and so. No, you can't. You have no excuse. You should be held accountable and responsible for that and be punished accordingly. Yes, there's nothing like order from the above to commit an offense or to commit an illegality. No, there's nothing like that. You see? So there's no reason why, there's no excuse for any police officer. It doesn't matter which rank. Hata mkubwa mwenyewe IG, even if he's told by the president himself, you do this, you do the following. If he knows very well it's illegal, president will not be held responsible. You'll be held responsible personally. Because you are not there to obey an illegal order and a criminal one. No. So every officer should evaluate their orders and do accordingly. What are you supposed to do? Do a correct thing, do a legal thing, and so on. Not an illegal thing. Yeah, this is my view.
I think you've followed and you understand what has been going on concerning DIG Lagat, who was stepped aside. And I don't know what to feel about how the case has been handled. And now that we are talking about orders from above, and we've had stories, different stories coming from the media, the police, IPOA, surrounding the same. What can you say about how the case has been handled, especially when talking about DIG Lagat?
It's disappointing when I keep on, when I take a newspaper like this one, I find a heading like that. So and so, this and that's happened. You see? If an order was given, especially in respect of Albert, if an order was given and whoever obeyed that illegal order should be held accountable. And by now he should have been taken to court. But what I have seen is a case being handled as if it's just an ordinary dog that was hit by a vehicle on the road, instead of the matter being taken very seriously. Not only by the IG in Cuba police, by the state. There's a minister in charge of internal security, interior minister. We have the head of state. He should have swung immediately and action be taken against all the officers. Sasa napelekwa IPOA na nini. What for? We have CID. Should have taken up that case immediately and investigate and take people to court. You see, they were, in fact, the CID should be held accountable and responsible for that, for the loss of life of that officer. They are the ones who are involved in it. What were they investigating? Bringing the man all the way from Homabay to Nairobi, and then the man is killed in police custody. If there was a genuine case, the DI, the director of CID should have taken up the matter immediately and investigate personally how their own suspect was killed. They don't seem to care. Just a dog being killed. Nothing to worry about. No. All of them by now should have been taken action against. What did he do when the man was killed? Yeah, he was this guy was the person investigating. Kwa nini alifanya? What did he do to ensure that the man is safe? Yeah. See, so it will be very difficult for anybody in the government to convince the public that a good job was done against this young man. It's wrong. He's not the only one. We have lost several, unaccountable. How can a life of a human being just go like that, disappear, and nobody is held accountable? It's wrong. Last year, we lost many of them, many of our young people.
Yes.
Our potential. We lost several of them. Nothing seems to have happened. You see? So, I don't know what should be happening, what is happening in the system. We seem to have lost the whole system. Yes. Na hii yote At the end of it all, the blame will be on the head of state. And that's why I'm pleading to him as a person who is well versed with the security matters since Mzee Jomo Kenyatta time up to now. Do something. Do something, please, in the interests of this country, if you love it. That's it.
On 25th of this month, of June 2025, the Gen Zs have planned to come out again. They say they want to honor those who were killed last year, where during the finance bill
Last
demos.
year.
Are we likely to see more deaths during that demos? And again, how should the police conduct themselves during the protest to ensure that those who are protesting, those who are demonstrating, are protected, because it is also provided in the law?
Those protesting should go to the police station, and all the police stations that they intend to protest in. In those areas, they should go to the reporter, to the police, notify them, give them notice that they will be, and it's upon the police to ensure that the protesters will be safe. They should sit together with the police and they define which routes to take. And those routes should be closed. The police should ensure no infiltration of the goons or no people threaten the protesters. This should be provided security also. After they finish, they go home quietly. But unfortunately, this is not what happens in this country. We hire even goons, give them money, destroy, and then
to disrupt the
peaceful demonstrations for no reason at all. Because we seem to be bloodthirst of our youth. That is wrong. It's a wrong attitude. We should be more civilized, that we can withstand protests. And then protesters should also be responsible. You see? They should be responsible and ensure that the people they have talked to them, this is what we want to do, and they don't. Hata ukitupiwa mawe ni mwingine, don't. The police should deal with such a person. Yes. If they march up to the point A to point B, that in the area being between, police should ensure no infiltrators who will disrupt the demonstration. They have a right to express themselves under our constitution and law. They have. You see? So this is what I would advise. IG, please provide security over our youth. Let them protest. They'll be satisfied. After they finish, they go home. Yes. And deal with only the unruly one or the criminal ones, especially goons. Not the goons we saw the other day with the jebe, meeting agenda all over. And being protected by the police. By the police. That's wrong. That's wrong. What sort of picture are we giving to the international community? Primitive people, killing themselves like flies.
Awkwardness. With the current trend, do you feel like we should expect more youths to go down, to die?
More youths dead? Oh? You asked what?
You see police officers coming out, shooting people. You see goons being protected by the police against peaceful protesters. You see people being killed just because they are protesting in the recent past. So, going forward, do you feel like anything will change?
Well, you see what is worrying, and what worries me most is to see that a thing like that happens, nothing happens. Nobody's held
Nobody
responsible.
cares.
Nobody seems to care. You see, if anybody seems to care, and especially minister in charge of interior and security, has done nothing. If it is removing the most senior people, they should have been told to step down,
Yes.
suspended,
Yes.
and the matter investigated, and if necessary, commission of inquiry. Because nobody should die just like that. We should even be having a commission of inquiry on Albert's death by now. Ndio tujue ni akina nani who should be held responsible and action be taken against them. It doesn't matter how senior they are. You see? Even the people, you see, very embarrassing that in spite of us losing so many youths last year, nobody cared for a commission of inquiry. No. Acha akufa, ni kodoo tu anakufa, not human beings. We should have had a commission of inquiry and establish exactly who should be held accountable for those deaths. You see? Even the top officers should have been taken to court for negligence, you see, and inefficiency. Negligence, unawashiria watu wanaua hofu when instead of taking the role you should be taking, you see. Instead, they just sit comfortably in the offices as if nothing had happened. See,
Business as usual.
it's throwing this country to dogs. Very serious. Yeah. No one is happy about it.
People have died. And
Yes.
I've seen, like the case of Robert, not Robert,
Albert.
Ojwang.
Ojwang, ndio,
Yes.
Albert Ojwang.
Yes.
Hii
We
mwalimu.
saw that the president contributed some money to the father, 2 million shillings. We saw Raila also
Sent 1M.
1M. Other people also contributed some money. Some people are talking. Even Raila Odinga, we had him talking about contribution.
They were trying to buy what?
They were talking about compensation.
Compensation, life.
Compensation. Is it? Are we really serious when the only thing we can care about is compensation when people are dying?
There's no way you can compensate the life of somebody. You see? Ni kufunga watu macho tu. Watasahau. Na hiyo maneno iche. That's not what should be happening. If the president came out and said and condemned the action, open sphere and called for sphere action against people who are involved, yeah, he would have been should be doing even better than even donating that money. Because there's no way that any money can replace the loss of life. No. You see, seeing that person and remembering how he would have been, and the company of that person, the company itself, you can't compensate it. So in my view, this is not that is not the best action we can take. Best action is to take legal action against defaulters quickly. It will be swift. Si kufuruta mguu tu, drag the legs, investigations are 10 days, 1 week, 10 days, months, and even years. Even last year, we don't know anything of people who are killed. No. I don't think we are serious in the value of life. and no one is responsible for my life or your life. Yule tu Mungu wako juu is the one responsible. You are kuleta hapa chini, and nobody has any right to take it away other than himself. Siku ile atapenda. Yeah.
Have we lost our democracy?
Equal democracy gani? Democracy gani if you can't be allowed to demonstrate peacefully as enshrined in the Katiba and the laws of this country? You can't do it. The democracy gani? How will you ensure democracy when the top echelon is not interested? Utaensure namna gani? Even the elections, when we have elections, we have seen what has been going on. Democracy gani? See, we have no sense or responsibility of knowing what democracy means. See, we don't.
Now that the country, the nation is where it is right now, and poor governance, people are complaining of poor governance, economy is something else, the current regime or the current government imekuwa ikipata a lot of criticism from young people, old people, people, like kila mtu analia. Sio lazima ikuwe kila mahali, but kila mtu kuna kitu inamfinya. How should Kenyans now get to go through this? As a Kenyan, nahitaji kuishi namna gani so that now hata kama ni kufika 2027 tufike kama tuko alive? How?
Mimi sioni, because almost every Kenyan now amefika mwisho, desperate about the future. We seem to be all desperate. And many Kenyans don't see anything going right. I don't know which area is going right, the right way. And Kenyans have lost hope. Na hakuna kitu mbaya, let me tell you, always, there's nothing worse than desperation. Mtu desperate usicheze na yeye, ataweza fanya yeye chochote. You see? You can do any time, you can take any action unexpectedly. Na si yeye atakuwa akifanya kwa sababu hapa has lost. Hakuna haja ya kuishi. Na hiyo yote is coming from who? Why? Because of non-action. The right action by the people they elected. You see? Wananchi wamepoteza. They have no hope. And even part of the government seems to be desperate also. Sasa hii, the ruled desperate, the ruling are desperate. Where is this country going? In which hole shall we end up? You see, this is the question. The people supposed to be sitting up there, the higher echelon, looking after this country. Please don't allow Kenya to drift to the doldrums of this. No, please do something about it. Selfishness, tukuna nyingi huko kwa leaders. See, they don't care. They don't seem to care. All they do care is about themselves. Very small clique, a dot, a drop of water in the ocean. Hiyo ndio inaharibu nchi hii. And it's not difficult to pinpoint them. Wako wanajulikana, hata wananchi wanyawe wanawajua. Beginning from the top, wananchi wana blame His Excellency. You see, because they are looking, we all look upon him as our pillar. He should be the man holding this country together. Na kama hawezi, step aside. Hiyo tu. Na aseme kweli hapa nimeshindwa. Lakini the way I know him, the way I know the president, is not the type ya kusema ameshindwa. We should be the people saying ameshindwa. But he has tried. That's what we should be saying. Because as a human being, all of us cannot, we have our own failures. But not President William Ruto. No. I have had sitting with him. He is a strong person. He's a strong person. Na hiyo strength yake, ako na many talents amepatiwa ni Mungu. Haitumii, hapana, haitumii, president haitumii. Ametumia, very rarely he uses. Practical ones. He is not a born idiot. No. He's a born clever young man. That's how he was born. Alafu hiyo intelligence alipatiwa ni Mungu akaongeza na elimu. You see? He became even better. Mungu mwenyewe naye akampatia ulimi. Hii
nzuri sana.
Yes. Akampatia ulimi. You see? You see, he has got a gap of mouth, or the mouth. Hapa is not empty. Ako naye. Tafadhali tuitumie sasa. Tuitumie Your Excellency.
Unadhani ni one term?
Yeah?
One term itaweza?
Well, wananchi vile wamefika, they have reached a point of no return. Completely desperate, as I said earlier. But there's still time. Something can happen. Turn around, turn about. Afanya about turn. President afanya about turn. Ile time imebaki, ataweza fanya kitu na watu watamkumbuka. Yeah.
As the chairman,
na awe na watu wazuri around him. Wana mikora?
Wakora wanaweza kuwa wamejaa.
Sure. Kazi yao ni ku shortcuts. That's what they do. You see? And some of them claim wanaharibu jina yake mwenyewe. You know, he doesn't even know, he comes to know about it far much later, too late for action. Kitu ikifanyika, bang, kiboko, saa hiyo. Na itakwisha. Yeah.
Kama the chairman of DP, tukimalizia, please talk to Kenyans on the right direction now we should take from here.
As national chairman of the Democratic Party of Kenya, I want to say as follows. 2 weeks ago, I think on 10th, I had a NEC meeting in Nairobi, and we resolved to reinstate Mheshimiwa J.B. Muturi to his former post of party leader of the Democratic Party of Kenya. We resolved we reinstated him and directed him as a sober person to go and talk with others about this country. Others who are out there, said to be in the opposition. That's, you should not even limit from there. You should talk to others, even the people in the government. Talk to them. Wanjue why they are in those offices. They are there because of the mandate given by wananchi. Wafanye ile wawezavyo for the good of this country and for the common man. And I would call men of goodwill, tafadhalini, sit together and see what you can do for the wananchi. We want peace, we want stability for this country, we want development. We don't want this wastage that is reported every day. We see it, wastage.
Too much wastage.
Bad governance. You go to the light, beginning from the county government, right up to the top, the national government. Wastage. What can we say they are doing, good things they are doing? We don't have anything to show. They don't have. You see? Why is that bad governance in the county government? That mirrors the national government. If the national government is wasting, why should they not waste? That's how they do. You see? Ukiangalia kwa kioo utaiona. Hivyo kule ni kumbaya, hapa ni kumbaya. They have nobody to blame or to supervise them. No, oversee what they are doing. The national people in the government there, they themselves are also doing the same. So hakuna mtu ya kutoa mwingine makosa. That is serious. You see? So hii grupu ya kina wa Munyoro, tafadhalini, hata nyinyi wenyewe see what you can do and speak to people, speak even to the government. Be constructive. You see? Be constructive. Serikali ifanye hiyo. Na serikali isikize tafadhali. We are all in one basket. Na hiyo basket ikichomeka, haita choose, tutachukua burnt all over that. Asante.